Are there quantitative weights to the EOS model entrepreneurs can use to keep score, measuring our results, whether it's closing on a project or achieving some competitive advantage for the business? How do we adjust our scores quantitatively so that we may have more measurable ways of keeping account of our progress?
Yeah, I guess the way I would answer that is that every leadership team develops their own scorecard. So you remember that I said one of the key core components of your business is the way you work with and think about data. The way I facilitate with teams to help them come up with a valuable scorecard is really just to think of the 5 to 15 things that are going to be most impactful measures that you need to see at a glance to know how your business is doing from week to week. So first of all, I encourage teams to create weekly measures. You don't want to do a monthly measure, and sometimes a daily measure, at least for a team, can be too much. So I like to think about your data in terms of a 13-week rolling kind of a data snapshot. Now, in terms of actually weighted, one thing that I do with my teams is we go through and score their strength in each of the key components of their business. So we may decide that there are some things that we need to focus on in the business, in a part of the business that's weak, that becomes something on the scorecard that we're paying attention to over the course of the quarter. So the way I can answer that generally without the specifics of the situation is to say that your scorecard can be a little bit fluid. It shouldn't be too big of a scorecard, though. That's why I said 5 to 15. If you're going to review a scorecard, you've got to make sure that it's not bogged down with 30 different items on a scorecard, because that becomes incomprehensible. So I don't know if that's helpful, but it's lead measures on a scorecard, and it's I guess I'll say one more thing. It's when you think about your value chain, I want you to think about your customer experience, how that customer meets you for the first time from marketing and then goes through your sales process, and then they go through onboarding and startup, and then they have customer success and customer service, things that you're working on them with, maybe upsell, cross-sell opportunities, and you've got accounting and finance. As you think about through that whole value chain and all of your touch points with the customer, my recommendation is that you figure out what are the ways that you can quantify your value delivery in each part of that value chain, and then you might give weight to places that are broken, and things that you're working to really solve, the place where the customer service issues might be coming up, maybe things that you give more weight to in terms of just your focus.